published, 247 EDT, the 19th of June 2018, updated, 606 EDT, the 19th of June 2018. Some of the country's brightest thinkers and leaders of tomorrow let down their hair for one night as they celebrated the end of their exams during Cambridge University's famous May Ball. Students stripped off, hopped into inflatable boats and even leapt into the river after an all-night party at the Trinity Great Hall, as they wandered through the cobbled streets, champagne bottles in hand, still clad in dinner jackets, top hats and glamorous floor-length dresses. Hordes of students teetered home arm in arm following the lavish event and prepared to carry on the celebrations with punt rides on the River Cam. The lavish black tie ball is the biggest event of the Cambridge student social calendar and marks the end of their exams and allows stressed-out youngsters to let off some steam. The occasion is well known for giving the young revelers a chance to frolic in the streets as they celebrate the end of their exams. The first one was held in 1838 when 38 Trinitarians happily drank their way through 47 bottles of champagne, 12 of sherry, 6 of Moselle, 2 of claret, 6 quarts of ale and 16 huge servings of punch at a post-race dinner at the Hoop Inn. Trinity May Ball is held on the first Monday of May week, which, despite the month in the title, always takes place in June after exams. Tender, a loved-up couple steal a kiss at the end of the night as hundreds of worst-for-wear youngsters made their way home. Some of the students still swigged from bottles of champagne as they celebrated all their hard work on Monday evening. Two Cambridge students entertain their friends with some impromptu moves in front of Cambridge's famous St. John's College following a long night of dancing and walking round the cobbled streets of Cambridge. This young woman opted for ditching the high heels. One young man with a daring and spectacular dinner jacket on makes his way back from the lavish bash with 3 women even as the sun came up this morning. It was clear the students had no intention of calling it a night as they clattered home from the all-night bash, with some even stripping off to take a dip in the River Cam. A young woman continues to quaff champagne during the walk home after an all-night party in the heart of Cambridge. 2 young men walk home with their bow ties undone while a female friend opted for taking off her high heels after a long night of dancing and drinking. 3 friends enjoy an after-party punt on the River Cam following a boozy 5-course meal at the Trinity Great Hall. The lavish black tie ball is the biggest event of the Cambridge student social calendar and marks the end of their exams. Guests were treated to a lavish 5-course meal, followed by music and dancing. The occasion is notorious for giving the young revelers a chance to frolic in the streets as they celebrate the end of their exams. The occasion is notorious for giving the young revelers a chance to frolic in the streets as they celebrate the end of their exams. Many of the ladies ditched their heels to clamber home and shielded their eyes from the morning sun, while young men undone their bow ties and unbuttoned their shirts. Frolics. As the sun came up this morning, throngs of the young and wealthy students were still celebrating on the streets. Much anticipated event, Trinity May Ball is held on the first Monday of May week, which, despite the month in the title, always takes place in June. Best dressed, several glamorous pals, who were dressed to the nines, giggled as they made their way home with composure. Students proved they had no intention of slowing down as they continued quaffing champagne as the evening drew to a close. Binge drinking has become an age-old ritual at Cambridge, and there are even special drinking societies that organize debauched events, such as Caesarean Sunday is seen as the birth of the drinking parties for the summer term. It historically included members of Girton and Jesus College's drinking society. Takes place at a park in Cambridge's city centre, on the first bank holiday of the summer term. This year thousands of students got drunk, exposed themselves and fought. Suicide Sunday. The party at Cambridge University is a traditional event in which hundreds of students celebrated finishing their exams. 3 years ago the Suicide Sunday Garden Party, organized by the Wyverns, an all-male Magdalen College drinking society, had to be held in a new location for the first time in 80 years after officials banned students from holding the event on University Valley Rally. Its winter equivalent, the VT Valley Rally, occurs during the annual varsity ski trip. is quickly catching up to Suicide Sunday's levels of debauchery. Last year female students stripped to their underwear in front of hundreds of onlookers, while both men and women simulated acts with each other. Wyverns Drinking Society. The Wyverns Drinking Society has a reputation for its hard partying and excessive drinking. Its initiation ceremony involves eating a 15-course meal with delicacies such as a pig's snout with wasabi sauce and a pint of water with a goldfish swimming inside. The Ferret Drinking Society. The Ferrets, an intercollegiate drinking society, must consume 80 units on their initiation. They usually start with a bottle of gin and finish off with a bottle of port, consumed through a condom. Girls are also encouraged to kiss strangers.